On time or not being able to attract good employees or keep good employees, whatever the question, these are things that you have to solve on a regular basis as an organizational leader. How would you apply those techniques that you use in that problem solving exercise? Just apply those same techniques or processes to accessibility. And I feel like that's the best place I can get them as far as avoiding being terrorized or overwhelmed by accessibility.
I like that. So keep it centered on what problem you're trying to solve, right? And make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself, right, with too many different things to solve at one time, right?
Solve anything else.
Right. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to take it one thing at a time, right? Yeah.
You went from simple equations to quadratic equations to geometry, but you still had to have a process as far as what steps you would take, when you would do what, and of course, you also had to keep track of your work so you can see yourself whether or not you answered the question you started out to ask.
Right. That's so true. Yeah. It's a good point. And I think it's something that oftentimes business leaders or individuals that are working on making things accessible or solving an issue that they have is they forget that. Right. Yeah. That's so true.
It's kind of easy to forget because as a community, people with disabilities do not do a good job of making that apparent. Tend to make things feel more challenging than they are.
That's true. Yeah. I know I've done that plenty of times myself and make it more complicated than it needs to be, right? So sometimes getting back to basics is what people need to do. Yeah. I like that.
Somebody who wants to work with others to solve these problems, the important place to begin is for the person you're trying to serve to be willing to accept some of their own responsibility for the issue that you're trying to address. And when it comes to accessibility, many of us with disabilities have made things worse by our expectations, the time constraints we want things done within, and just not making it seem simple when a lot of this stuff is really not all that hard, especially once you get started.